Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very pleased to be with each and every one of you again this evening, Sunday, November 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And whether you're watching this show live or if you're going to watch it in the archives, just know that a special space just for you has been created. And this sacred circle that we're all sitting in. And over the course of this next hour and even beyond, as you take these energies with you, whether it's in the now or in the future, thank you everyone for participating, sitting in sacred circle with each and every one of us this evening. And so, or whenever you watch it and receive your healing. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I would like to just go over that. If you watch this live on any other page other than the Goldylocks Productions page, I will not see your comments. Okay. I mean, I have this going out and live in so many platforms other than just Facebook. So I just want you to know this, that if you're watching this live right now and you're not on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page, then I will not be able to see your comments at this time. I'll see them later after the show. But this is a very interactive live show. So for those of you who wanted to ask questions and leave comments, it's very much encouraged that you do so. And so I also would like to ask that you please comment, like, and share this video, this show. And so that way we get more interaction, we get more participation, and just thank you everyone for just all coming together, you know, in this beautiful circle, this community. All right. And so I will be answering questions for everyone this evening, pulling a card. And oh, good evening, Julia. How you doing, sweetie? Good evening, Julia. All right. This is a call-in show, too. You can call in. And I will get to some callers this evening. I know last week we got so busy with so many comments that we didn't have time for some callers. But I will do both. I will take some questions from the comments, and also I will take some callers as well. All right, so, thank goodness. We're gonna talk about what we talked about, Vicki, in a little bit. So, thank you. We're all bright lights, and we have to remember that. And this is why it's important for all of us to sit in sacred circle together, for us all to connect, so that sometimes our light gets blown out, and another beautiful light will come and just re-extinguish, will relight you. We'll just say, hey, know who you are. Everything's going to be fine. Let's relight your light, your own inner light. Let's do that. And so, good, Julia. I'm glad you're doing well. And thank you for tuning in. So, thanks, Jake. Oh, your space is out of this world, and so proud to call you my teacher. You know, we're all teachers and students, and we all learn from each other, and we all become teacher, students. You know, we all are. It's not healer, healy. We become healer. We all help each other. And so thank you so much. I'm, again, grateful for everyone, most definitely. All right. So I just want to take this moment in the very beginning, and let's have a moment of silence. And in this moment of silence, when someone says, let's take a moment of silence, what do you do? Just kind of curious. So in this moment of silence, I would like for you to imagine yourself as a lighthouse. The light that's coming out of this lighthouse is from your sacred heart center. All right, it's from your Sacred Heart Center. This is what I want you to imagine yourself as a lighthouse. The light's coming from your Sacred Heart Center. And you're a channel for the divine love and light, and you're letting that flow through you and out in all directions. So in this moment of silence, pretend you are this lighthouse. You are this conduit, connected to the divine. And whatever that means to you, divine, God, creator, whatever your word is. All right? So we are going to send this love and light in all directions. We can send it anywhere we want to in a specific directions, certain coordinates, right? So let's send it to right now Sutherland Springs, Texas, where they experienced that church shooting today. A church shooting. We are experiencing, it seems like on a daily basis, doesn't it? On a daily, it's picking up, whether it's weekly, daily, and it's just, wow. We're experiencing all of these types of events and situations happening. And it can be very, very stressful. It can be. And so I just would like to take a moment to and just say hello, everyone that's still coming in. And hello, Kimberly from Illinois. Yay! I'm streaming live from Connecticut, southeastern Connecticut. So, okay. Shine your light out right now. This is what we're going to do. We're going to shine our light out to Sutherland Springs, Texas, and to everyone in this world with no division. There's no lines. There's no countries. There's no divisional boundaries. We are sending this love and light out in all directions to all those who need it. Just feel that. Feel it just flow through you. And then also to around the earth, imagine like this, a fishing net, all right? It's got the holes in it, right? So it's a net, and it is golden white light, and it's glowing and pulsating. It's vibrating. It's alive. Send this energy. It's the grid, to the earth's grid. We're all connected to this grid on a subconscious level, but we all are connected to it. And this is where people go to receive healing. Now we send it out. We send out prayers and healings. Where does it go? If you don't specifically tell it where to go, it will go to the healing grid. And when I send out healing every day, it's to everyone that needs it specifically, and then to the earth grid for the earth and for anyone else that needs the healing. Any other beings, they can come and collect it there. Not just human beings or animals, all sorts of beings. Yes, you can do this. We all have this ability. We're all connected to the light, so we can share the light. Absolutely, we can. All right? So, share your light right now in all directions to all those who need that. As you take a deep breath, know that feels good, doesn't it? All right. Because we have to remember everything that's going on with all these energies, it can be very, very heavy. We can get saturated with pain, with the negativity, and the empaths and sensitives who feel everyone else's pain. It's in your chest because it's your heart. And around the heart area, you feel like you can't breathe. You feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. This is what you do, all right? You do not deny any pain that you ever feel. That's the worst thing you can do, all right? That's being blinded by the light, denial. What you're going to do is you're going to accept this pain as far as acknowledging it. I'm going to acknowledge this pain. And then you have to decipher, is this my pain or am I feeling everyone else's pain? It's important to know where the source of the pain is coming from. All right. And you're still going to hold it. You're holding it outside of your body. You're holding it like analyzing it, like a crystal ball or a crystal in your hand, and you're analyzing this pain. All right. If it's everyone else's pain, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be that lighthouse and just shoot it out. And I'm also going to just rinse it off of my body and my aura. Just let it wash over you. Let this golden white light just wash all over you, cleansing your aura, cleansing you. Just release, release, release. All right. And it's okay to experience. Remember the oneness. All right. Light can't exist without dark, and dark can't exist without light. That's right. You heard me right. They are not opposites. They are extremes of the whole, but they're still the same side of there's the same coin, so to speak, and there's just different sides of the coins. Flip the coin. Flip the coin. All right. This is really good, Vicki. Yes. Let's talk about this here. All right. So how do I channel my pain and anger into positive healing? With so many losses for me today, sometimes it bites to be, an empath. I'm usually good at this, but with this personal hits today, I'm lost. Yes, that absolutely can make you feel like it just knocks you right down, especially when it comes in multiples like that, when you're feeling it. Doesn't it seem to come in threes sometimes? 1, 2, 3, bam. And then worldly, and we are all connected. And you just feel like every time you turn around, there's some sort of news like this. And you're like, I can't take any more. So what you do, especially when you're starting to feel down like that, you need to unplug from society for just a little bit. Okay. Be very careful where you plug into. Now you can watch YouTube videos, but just making sure that you're watching those that's going to bring you back to balance. Bring you back to balance. So you need more positive if you're really, really low. And the fact that we're still feeling full moon energies, even though it's now in the waning process, it can still feel so emotional. All right. So it's okay. We have to learn to process these feelings, and so that we don't dwell or set up residence in the pain. We don't want to set up a zip code or an address. No, you don't want to dwell there, because then when you create in that darkness and in that negativity only, you're off sides. When you think of the scales, you're off balance, right? And what's going to happen is you're going to actually hurt your physical body. When you keep it all in, the physical body is not supposed to. Your physical body is not built to hold something in, to receive and hold. Our bodies are built to be the lighthouse, conduit. It comes in, it comes out. It comes in, it comes out. When we hold worry and fear and doubt and insecurities and all the other dark stuff in our bodies, this is where dis-ease comes from. This is why it's important not to hold on to this. You can literally make yourself sick. And how many of us do feel like that? If there's too much bad news, we start feeling nauseated, sick. Oh my gosh, I'm worried about the future of the world. You know what? Let's just get through the day. Let's just get through the day. Do what you need to do to bring yourself back to balance. And it doesn't mean that you're being ignorant of the pain. You can be a more powerful source of healing if we bring ourselves back to balance. All right, so we have to bring ourselves back to balance. So watch something that makes you laugh. Watch a comedy. Seriously, watch a comedy. Put on some music that makes you want to get up and dance. Move your body. Don't be still. Don't hold that energy still. within you. You want to move. Let that energy flow. Get up, dance. Go take a walk out in nature. Communicate with birds. Just go outside. Communicate with a tree. Go hug a tree. Go hug a tree. There's so many things you can do to come back to balance immediately. These are natural highs. You don't need to turn to things that's going to not be good for your body just to get a temporary high relief, right? These are all high vibrational highs. I mean, it feels really good, and they center you and balance you quickly. Oh, thank you, Jake. You're brilliant yourself. And hello, everyone. Seer Cherub C, welcome. Thank you. So that's what's important. What is your balance? Do you know yourself? Know thyself. Know thyself. And I tell you, it's been a very long learning experience, but we have to know who we are. What makes you happy? Where's your happy place? If you know where your happy place is, and I would suggest actually have multiple little happy places just in case, something happens to one. And what do I mean by that? Is that, multiple. Okay, thank you. Sorry, my husband's being a goof. You know that scene from Happy Gilmore, the movie, The Happy Place? Never mind. Anyway, he's making me laugh. Thanks, Bill. Okay, so if your happy place is an actual physical place and it's too crowded, where or there you go to it, but there's too much human interaction when you just want to be alone. That's why I'm saying find another multiple place. And you know what? When you get really good with astral traveling or meditation, and you can just sit in a room and project yourself really fast, and it's just as effective. Like I used to always, when I felt bad, I had to be near water. When I felt off balance, I had to be near water. It didn't matter if it was a lake or creek. If the beach, though, is very powerful, I have to go to the beach. Well, let me tell you, what I've done is after doing this so long, and we all can do this, we can all master this, is I would listen to beach sounds, very beautiful music, beach music. And again, this is great. You can go to YouTube and find all of this and close my eyes, and I'm there. I take a deep breath. I can smell the salt air. I can hear the seagulls. It's beautiful. So, and you can take yourself immediately to your happy place without actually having to physically get into your vehicle and drive there. Because a word of caution, if you're upset, you really probably should not be behind the wheel of a car or truck or whatever you're driving, right? Oh, that's good, Kimberly. Yes, I've been hugging and playing with my kitten. That makes me happy too. When I love on your pets, they are this unconditional love, aren't they? They're just so beautiful. And people say, oh, they don't understand what's going on. They understand exactly what's going on. And have you ever tried to talk to them about maybe something that is upsetting you, and they just look at you with that bright eyes, and the way they tilt their head, and it's okay, we love you. It's okay, you're loved. It's just too sweet, isn't it? and how can you stay down when you look into the eyes of our pets, which is really like the eyes of divinity? It really is, isn't it? And that's why I say go out into nature, because God is there. God is everywhere. The divine, you got to get out there and experience it. If you're too overwhelmed in your own space, get out there. Oh, hello, Anthony. Oh, got the Ingrafia family. Hello, Sarah and Austin and Anthony. Thank you so much. Family affair. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hello, Michael. Spirit called you here. Absolutely. Now, Michael's going to be the very first person I give a message to, because he emailed me. He missed last week's show, or there was so many comments last week that I just barely got through giving everyone a message. And please know that if I don't get to you, I will get to you in future shows. All right. So, or if it's something that's really bothering you, you can message me through my website. And my website's whitesagewoman.com. Message me through my website, and then I will address it first thing. Whoever emails me, they get their question asked right away, and then they can just go back and get their answer if they're watching the show, or they can watch the replay of it. I'll let them know I answered the question during the show for them to watch it. All right, so Michael, I did get your email, your questions, and your future looks very bright in the restaurant field. You are very creative, and the warning, like always, is just to stay the sole owner. Don't take partners in, because that's allowing someone else to drive your dream. And you don't want that. You don't want someone else taking over your dream ship that you are navigating, right? Don't give that up. You'll be all right with money, absolutely. Okay. And like with anything, we hit the highs and lows. It's like a roller coaster. So just go with it. All right. I'm going to pull a card for you. And this evening, the deck I'm using is Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. I thought that we could all use some Earth Magic this evening. I had to go through all my decks, and it's like, okay, which one calls to me? And this one was vibrating. So Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. Michael, let me go ahead and pull a card for you about your business. Okay, about the restaurant business. You're in a great business, and you have lots of spirit helpers. We talked about that last show, or a couple shows ago. I can't remember now. It all comes together. So pulling a card for Michael. I love when the cards validate the messages. All right. So it's the ocean. It's ebb and flow. Go with it, right? Just go with it. Go with the flow. Ebb and flow. And there you go. So just me and the wife here. Good. It's very important to go with the flow. Because I do see like your restaurant's going to go through some changes, which is good. Change is good. It's not bad. And what I mean by the changing is that it's constantly like reinventing itself. You always are always injecting new and fresh things into it. Okay, so that's perfect. That's great, and it's just good validation. So, all right, yes, you and the wife. That's great. No one else, because what happens is as you become more successful, people want to ride on that success, don't they? Absolutely, they do. They do. All right. So, and I think there was another comment down here. Oh, I have you speaking through Timberwolf's Restaurant. I love your name too, Timberwolf's Restaurant. Oh, thank you so much. Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Michael. And you know what? You're just such a bright light yourself too. So thank you. Wonderful energy. Most definitely. I love all of us just sharing. Okay, so what's Kimberly saying? I'm stuck in my house and it's been storming all day. Now, here's where we can feel really emotional. How are you handling this type of energy, Kimberly? Like it's been overcast here all day too. So do you feel more depressed when the sun's not out? Well, let me rephrase that, because the sun's always out. It's just what's blocking the sun. The clouds. So do you feel depressed on cloudy days and right after a full moon? And does it make you feel more emotional? What do you do on these particular days? Do you do some things you haven't done in a while? Do you just have a me day? I'm going to read. I'm going to do something. You know, what do you do? And I hope it's not stuck. You know, let's transform that word stuck. I'm going to pull a card for Kimberly just to see what she needs to hear. Oh, look, see, so you were stuck inside all day, and what was pulled was a mountain, which is outside. Mountain and strength. Yes, mountain and strength. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another thing I do to help as we're coming in the fall here, as we're in the fall and then coming into winter, and a lot of people get seasonal depression. I always recommend, and there's a lot of great channels on your cable or even like YouTube. Start looking at videos of nature, where you would want to go. You know, mountains or beaches or things like that. And that can help you get over that seasonal depression, so to speak. Because there's those that need to see the sun every day, or because it can really affect you if you don't. And so there's other things now with technology that will help you to get over what's called seasonal depression. I found that this is what happens. All right. We go from very good, Rachel. I'm glad you went to the gym today and then you relaxed. Very good. Very good. Okay. And play with my cat and talk to Archie. There you go. Great, Kimberly. Woohoo. All right. I love this sharing here. Or is it just time for me to hang out and dance and be my own best friend, or even better, be some cool people? Absolutely. And this is the ebb and the flow. Don't we all have hermit times, and then we have social times? And it's okay to honor all the aspects of ourselves. You know, I think that if whatever's expected of us, expectations from others really hurt us, we need to know ourselves and to go with that flow. And if you want to have a day where you don't want to talk to anybody, you want to stay in your pajamas and you just want to read, do it. You know, and then there's other times when, okay, I'm going to get dressed up now and I want to go out and socialize, and then do it. All right. So there's nothing wrong with that. Honor who you are. Absolutely. Oh. I'm actually drinking some coffee this evening because it's chilly. It's chilly here in Connecticut. Oh, so I'm going to do that. Yes, Anthony, I'll pull a card for you in just one moment. I just realized that I need to go through, and we'll see how it all ties up here. The crystal and gemstone of the week. I did not go over those yet. So the crystal gemstone of the week is sodalite. Sodalite. Now, I actually have sodalite can be confused with lapis, but sodalite has a lot of different markings inside of it, like the gray markings, and so it is different than lapis lazuli. If you were to compare them two together, you can see what I'm talking about. But my piece of sodalite is in the shape of a pyramid. Isn't that cool? Woo, sodalite. So sodalite's characteristics, I mean, it's a stone of harmony. Harmony and balance, right? Harmony, that's what we're talking about here. It stimulates the connection of the mind, body, and soul. Complete balance. Look at that. And it's in a pyramid. Ta-da! Beautiful. Speaking of crystals and gemstones, dear friend had sent me one. Wait, let me see. I'm trying to get it near the camera right here without getting too fuzzy. It's a clear quartz crystal in a raw form. He actually found it himself. He was looking for something else. And he was looking for arrowheads, and he found this and he broke a chunk off and sent it to me. It's much prettier than what you can see because it's so fuzzy, so close up there in the camera, but that's so cool. I love it. So, yeah, I like that, talking to Archangel Michael. Rock on. Yeah. So, yes, rock on with crystals and gemstones. And Archangel Michael. Woohoo! Great combination. All right. I know. All right. So then I'd like to also get the message from the Power Spirit animal of the week, and what showed up was walrus. So the message for the walrus are what they signify as the movement in emotional waters. Bam! How perfect is that? I love when they all come together. It really does. How do you see how the messages just interweave with each other? They just really support and are in harmony with each other. The soda light supports the animal message, the walrus. Movement in emotional waters. We most definitely are in emotional waters, aren't we? Focusing on group living in the community. So in your neighborhood, how many of your neighbors do you really know? And I'm not talking, it's so easy to sit in our own homes, look out the windows and make judgments, right? No, let's get out and get to know people. We all know this, that sometimes you get to know somebody and go, wow, that wasn't my first impression, because maybe they have a mask on or they're putting on false airs just for protection for themselves. So get to know the neighbors, and a neighborhood that knows each other, it makes a very strong community. It really does. And it's tight net. You know what cars come and go and who they belong to. And it just, everyone keeps an eye out for everyone. This is that source of community that we really need to have. All right, so let's do that. All right, I'm going to answer a couple more questions here in chat, and then I'm going to take a phone call or two on the phone lines. So I hope you enjoyed the messages from the soda light and the walrus. That was pretty awesome. And coming together and being in harmony more than ever, because that's contagious. You know that? That's very contagious. Just as we can throw negativity out there, the same is true for bringing someone up with positiveness. The positivity is very contagious as well. All right, so I'm going to pull a card for you, Anthony. Thank you so much. You have been waiting so patiently. Let me pull a card for you, Anthony. Immediately, I'm feeling this was work related. Here, work. And you, wow, you are just such a beautiful, beautiful soul, I have to tell you. And you're also very dedicated to your family. And that's what your concerns are, is you have to watch yourself, though. Am I enough to support my family? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you're asking these questions, absolutely. And oh my goodness, this is a beautiful card. It's dragonfly. It's dragonfly, and it's emergence, emerge. So who you truly are, Anthony, emerging and coming out. Don't compare yourself to any other male figures in your family. Any role models, people that may have had influenced you. This is your experience, and you still got this. All right. And the fact that you're concerned about it and everything's going to be fine, most definitely. And you have a very supportive wife. That is, wow, that's amazing to have a supportive partner like that. Okay. So y'all are going to be just fine. And I keep saying, I don't know if I told you or your wife this before, but like within 3 to 6 months, there's going to be more money for you, whether it's a raise or just with your job. It's going to be so much better for you. All right, so keep on with that. Leave that with you. Yay. All right. So let me see. So what's going on with the energy with me and Ralph? I know he's been sending messages with thought. Is he going for it? All right, let me see. I'll pull a card for you for this one. Because Ralph is a very personal person. But I'm going to go through your part. Let me see what's going on with the energy. Yeah, there's like a tug of war, or there's like this dance that leaves you confused sometimes. You're like, what was that? And so what I'm going to do is to pull a card for your relationship with Ralph. And yeah, that's great. So I get the Green Man, which is all about synergy. There's a lot of energy there. A lot between you two. All right. So just don't be in a rush. Take the time. Get him to talk to you. You two need to communicate. All right. And so talk to him. You two need to just have this great communicate with each other. Talk and listen to each other. Don't talk at each other. Sometimes it's important. I need to express what I've got to get out. And that's all we kind of focus on, is that we're so focused on, I need to say this, my tone and my body language and everything else. And then we say it and we're still stuck in that focus of us. Are you listening? Are you listening to the response? So it's good to pay attention to your tone and how things are being expressed. But as soon as you have expressed your thought and you're okay with it, stop and then listen. Listen for the response. So there's a lot of energy. And I also feel like this is past life energy too, because there is that you still have some things to complete and to do together. All right. So yeah, just talk with each other. And it will be revealed. So I don't want to, you got to be surprised. All right. So, Vicki, there is so much natural quartz at the farm. Tons and tons of it. Maybe that's why it's my happy place. Besides realizing I found my soulmate, yes, I officiated their wedding. Such an honor for me as well. Yes, absolutely you have a happy place where there's lots of quartz buried under the ground. And I say to protect your home, and not just protection from energy. I always recommend that you get, and they don't have to be very expensive because you're going to bury them now. But I always like to get a little handful, and I have amethyst, clear quartz, and then some sort of black stone for protection. And you can bury them at the four corners of the property. All right? Four corners of the property. And as I'm burying them, I'm just I'm honoring the earth that you're digging into. Honor the earth that you're digging into. Gratitude. And this is protection. And with the last one that you do bury, then you're completing that grid, so to speak, and saying, only peace, love, and harmony reside here. Only peace, love, and harmony being balanced energies, reside here. And no one can break that threshold. Someone's very negative. I have to tell you, it works most definitely. And it prevents negative people from coming to your door. Now, I have had some that have come over with somebody else, like with a friend of a friend, and they can't cross the threshold of the door. They're like, I'm gonna go sit and wait in the car. I've got something I need to do. They get kind of squirrely suddenly. They're just like, I can't come in. And okay. And tell the person, we're going to be really quick because you need to to go. I'm not going to make that person wait. But it happens a lot. And then one time, there was this person with really bad energy. They couldn't find the house. They couldn't find the house. It's like it just disappeared off the street. They were blinded. There was blinders. So we absolutely, I believe that crystals are very, very powerful. And then the angels, and I would use every type of spiritual tool there is, and they all come together and work. It really does. You're welcome, Anthony. And yes, that was for you. So he won't talk to me. Okay, he won't talk to you. There's an point that you do need to have a conversation because there's unfinished business here. Don't force it. It will happen. Okay. And just, even if you say, listen, I need closure. I need to know how you feel so we can proceed or walk away. But don't leave it like this. All right? Don't leave it like this. There you go. Okay. So, Christine, I'm going to get to you in just one moment. Oh. I see your question in chat. Drop my pen. Hold on just a moment. All right, here we go. What I'm going to do, Christine, is I'm going to take a couple callers on the switchboard that's been waiting for a while. And thank you, Vicki. You are spot on. You blessed our first. Yes. Yeah. I never had any. Yeah. If you haven't blessed, yes, it's most definitely time to bless your new home. Absolutely it is. Yes. Yeah. And it's just so simple. But, ceremony doesn't have to be difficult. It's the intention, setting that intention, going around with sage, with incense, and just setting the intention of love and light. And there you go. It's very powerful. It is. All right. So let me go to the switchboard. Let me see. Ooh, we have lots of callers. Excuse me. A lot of energy too. Makes me burp when there's so much energy. All right. So we'll take caller 863. Welcome to the show. You're live on the air. May we get your name, please?
Hi, this is Julia. I'm also on your Facebook Live.
Hi, Julia. I saw you. So you have the. Is it a blue butterfly?
Yep, that's me.
Oh,
Butterfly. Yep.
yes. I love that picture. That's so nice. Well, hello, Julia. How are you, dear?
Oh, thank you.
What question do you have?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I have to tell you, I was feeling a little ho-hum from all the energies of the day, but you know what? Coming together with each and every one of you, it just helps. It excites me. It's powerful. It's healing. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what question?
It's so great to be able to watch the video and talk to you. So.
Well, it's probably if you're watching, there's a delay. So don't let it might seem like you're watching, one of those old Japanese movies.
Yeah, the Kung Fu one.
Right, yeah. The Kung Fu movies or like the Godzilla movies,
Yeah. I remember those.
Yeah. Oh. So what question or what did you want to share, Julia?
I'm calling to ask about relocating. I'd like to make a move to, move into my own place,
Mm-hmm.
which, means moving and also finding employment.
Right.
So that's what I wanted to see what you get around that.
Okay, so you're currently in Florida. Is that correct? Florida.
Yeah.
Do you have family in the Carolinas?
Kansas City.
Oh, in Kansas City? No. Okay, there's something about either North or South Carolina that's, I see you there. But you don't have to move there. It's important for you to, if you haven't visited, go to the Carolinas, and it doesn't matter which one, if it's North or South. I feel like you're going to be very, very happy there. Whether it's you have family or friends there. But definitely, this is what I'm hearing. It does not have to make sense to me. I'm just the messenger here. So go to the Carolinas, check it out, and see if you like that. But I feel like you're going to hit a certain spot. I'm really, okay, that's probably why. It's hard to separate the Carolinas, because it's upper South Carolina, lower North Carolina. So that's what makes it seem like it's blended. So North South Carolina, and so that you can easily cross into the border of North Carolina too. I don't know what areas that is, but to go look at those areas, and you're going to find a community in the area there that really resonates with you, and you'll be able to move and find employment there very easily. It just seems like it's very confusing right now for you.
Time for that?
For you. It's going to go into 2018 now.
Okay.
It's going to be spring. Spring 2018 is going to be more favorable for you to do this. But I mean, you can go. That's when I see the move. That's when I see the move. You can go and visit anytime, because that has to happen first, because you want to go. You've got to check the area out. So even if it's like road trip time, find a friend or family member or something, let's go take a road trip and go check these areas out. And then you will definitely know, because you've got to know where you're going to. And I feel like you will be able to have your employment set up before you even get moved there. So while you're there checking it out, you're going to be also, it's going to just happen also. It's going to fit together really quickly. The people there are very nice and helpful. And it's like word of mouth. You're looking for a job? Well, I can tell you, you go here, so-and-so is hiring. And so it's just like that. And then you can follow. Yeah, and then you can follow up online while you go back to Florida and get everything, situated for the move, that kind of thing. So it's just going to fall together really nicely for you, because I know it's been a long process. You've been through so much, and it's kind of bittersweet to leave Florida, but it's time. All right, let me point.
Wow. Well, this was so worth the wait, so thank you so much.
I pulled a card for you.
Since
you're watching, Julia, I pulled a card for you. And look at this. This is beautiful. It's the winter solstice is a time of reflection. Isn't that beautiful? Reflection. So you're reflecting as you're moving forward. And, the past is fuel to propel you to the new you. So there's a new you. You have, like your butterfly, you have gone through a rebirth. You really have. And so, and then it's like finding your place then with that rebirth is, where's my people? Where's my community? And that you're going to feel happy at. And that's why it's most definitely the Carolinas. Go up the coast. Go up the East Coast a bit.
What's that song with James Taylor, Going to Carolina, or Carolina on my mind?
Yes, there you go.
That just popped into my mind.
Well, see?
Awesome.
There you go.
Well, thank you so very much. I certainly appreciate this. It's been wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
I'll go back to watching on the video. So
okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Julia. Oh, Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful soul. Thank you so much. All right. So now I'm going to pull a card, Kristen. I did not forget about you. Hope you're still watching. Kristen. All right. Can you pull a card for me, please? Absolutely, I can. Let's see. As I'm tuning into your energy, feel a change for you coming along too. Nothing bad, as long as you don't hold on to hold on to things too much. Shifting and changing for you. I'm trying to see what categories. Looks like it all, because this is a good time for you as well. Trying to focus on one area of your life, and feel you're also too a bit emotional lately, because that's okay. It's the washing off. Okay, so your card, let me take this down. Your card, Kristen, is the autumn equinox with release. This is time of releasing. This is why I feel just so emotional, and it's like in all areas. And the change is that it's time to release. Release. Let me show you that card one more time. I think there's glare. There you go. Beautiful fall leaves in a forest, woods, release. This is a powerful message for all of us too, with releasing, and especially negativity. But there's a lot that we can feel just so overwhelmed. But with you, Christina, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, Christine, you are such a beautiful, caring soul, and it's important for you just to release. I'm not sure if you're a caregiver type of situation, but you just always take care of everyone else. And it's, giving and receiving are again the same coin. It's on the same coin, and we always have to make sure that both sides are going at the same time. Does that make sense? It's kind of like two lanes on a highway. That there's always energy, because that's how it's supposed to work: coming and going, giving, receiving. And if one side stops, it creates blocks. So what are you giving to yourself? You need to receive a little bit more for you stay on balance. Okay. All right. Hello, Share Bear. Oh, beautiful Sherry. Thank you. Thank you for making a comment. Thank you for tuning in. And another beautiful, beautiful woman that I know, a dear friend. And just like family. I mean, we're all like family. Everyone here, we're like family. But it's so easy to drown in our emotional well if we allow it, right? And this is why it's important to have this strong community around us, so that someone can reach down, give you a hand. Hey, let me help you. Let me pull you up. Let me remind you of who you are. Let me sing your heart song back to you and remind you who you are. We all need to do that. And this is, okay, thank you. This is what I'm hearing, because it's the time of the year where you're most welcome, Christine. This is the time of the year, Thanksgiving. Give. Receive. Give and receive. And don't give just to receive. Come on. That type of intention, people can see that. So be real, be authentic, be who we are. And isn't it just so beautiful just to spend time together? And that's what I remind My sons every year, like with Christmas now, that I mean, they have moved out, and so then they come back and we're like, you don't have to spend so much money on Christmas or holidays or birthdays or whatever. You know what's the best present ever? And I know that most mothers and fathers would agree is that spending time together. It doesn't matter where we are. I mean, in the living room, it can be anywhere. And some of the most fondest moments is when we're in the living room, TV is turned down so low, no one's paying attention to that. And we're just communicating with each other, talking, laughing, sharing. That's beautiful. Just like now, right? We're sitting in Sacred Circle. We're having this feedback. We're having this interaction. This is beautiful. This is how to me every celebration should be. It shouldn't be such pressure on gifts. It shouldn't be such pressure on who's coming, gift, that type of thing. And if everyone's bringing food to eat, no one's going to go away hungry, right? So everyone bring what they can bring. There you go. And that's it. Wow. When you think about people that don't have roof over their head, they don't have food, and that should be enough. That should be enough. So I want you to ask yourself this question with the holidays coming up. How much stuff that you receive, how many gifts that you receive end up in a thrift store pile 6 months to a year later? It's not being disrespectful to anyone that gave you the gift, and even just we buy stuff and it accumulates, and then we get into this purge stage of I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. Well, let's catch it before it happens, especially during this time. We really don't need all this stuff, do we? No. Gift cards. And people might think that they're insensitive, but they're not when there's something to do. Gift cards to go out to eat, go to the movies, spending time together. Getting things like that, getting aquarium cards wherever your aquarium is, or natural parks, that kind of thing. Those are great gifts to share. All right. So if there's time, would you pull a card for me? Amanda Carr. Absolutely, Amanda. Let me pull a card for you. I just realized what time it was. See, it's just, you go into that space where there isn't any time and you just fly around like a fairy or a dragon or a unicorn, which actually it would be a Pegasus. The Pegasus have wings, right? A pegacorn. Oh my God. What's a unicorn and a Pegasus? All right. So Amanda, let me tune into your energy here. Pulling a card for Amanda. And so there's a lot of fun energy with you, Amanda. Even though it's fun. Okay. I love this card. Let me take this down so we can see the card. All right. So Amanda, this is always the sides. It's totally opposite when you're on the camera here. DNA. It's DNA. It's the two snakes, like the DNA strands. This is the Kundalini energy, the masculine snake.
Seconds.
The masculine snake and the feminine snake, which is all about balance. But in the DNA, and it says karma. Karma. So you are watching or being involved in karma taking place. All right. And it's not happening to you. You're observing it. Justice being served. That's what I feel like for you. Things are balancing out and you're watching this happen. Don't put any judgment into it. Just observe. Okay. And the lower vibrational karma exists on lower vibrations. Karma is the balancer. It's that powerful energy that comes in, and this is not balanced. So I'm going to do what I need to do. We're going to do what we need to do to make it balanced. And karma works for the weather. Karma works for all any type of universal energies to create harmony and balance. So, and that exists on the third dimension. And as we get in the higher dimensions and vibrations, the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, guess what? Karma turns to dharma, which means karma is not needed anymore because we're above all of that. All right. So it is very, very beautiful. It does. But we are all kind of really experiencing, we're all really experiencing what's going on. Okay. That is a pretty image, isn't it, Julia? That's a very pretty, yeah. All right. So I hope that everyone has enjoyed it. Our time has come to a close here. And thank you so much, everyone, for sitting in Sacred Circle with each and every one of us this evening. There is not going to be a live show next week. I'm going to be out of town. So please do follow up with the following Sunday, which will be the 19th. Yes, the 19th. November 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be back. And I will tell you all about where I went, what I did this next week. So many blessings to each and every one of you. Oh, yes. And for those of you who follow Goldylocks Productions shows, there's no shows this week. And I will make sure I'll put a notice up tomorrow. No shows Monday through Friday for this upcoming week. All right. And we will return to the airwaves, like I said, Sunday, that next, 2 Sundays from now. So many blessings. I know. Yay. Many blessings to everyone. May the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many. Namaste, each and every one of you. Many blessings.